Hello, Mr. VHS. Top of the morning to ya. Even though it is not the morning anymore. It is, in fact, late in the day. I think there's a word for that. I don't know what it is. There's probably a couple different words for it, honestly. Watching you hand WrestleMania. Wow. Are you the new wrestler? We used to have other people that came here interested in talking about wrestling. Tabard night. Yeah, anybody that has the opportunity, make sure you tell Chris that he did a good job, because he did a lot of armor stuff yesterday. It's crazy. Alright, so before we get too in-depth on anything, what I need to do is color some stuff black. Go away. I feel like this might have been a little more this way. Vader's right here. Greetings, the Herald is here. Welcome, Herald of Lotus. So, the Vader model that I painted for someone else that was very famous, I guess, for how much, for how it looked, right? A lot of people really liked it. I did the airbrushing for it first, so I'll probably repeat that on some level here. We'll probably airbrush the cape first, because there's a lot of good blending opportunities. So that's probably what we're going to do probably first, which is very unlike me. I'm not much of an airbrusher. I enjoy having the airbrush for certain things, and this just happens to be one of those things. So that will be what we do. And then I will probably use some of the blackest black stuff. Just put that over there somewhere. Yeah, that works. I'll probably use that blackest black paint on some of it, just to give some of the blacks a different texture. I was hoping to have had this black coated earlier today, but I got a little sidetracked with other stuff. Be careful. Yeah, be careful. What? Tizzy, I think the lightsaber's probably doomed. Lightsabers do not survive the gaming or painting process. Or are you just talking about the incredible midichlorian count that Anakin has floating around in his blood? Is that what I should be careful about? I'll get black on his boots. Oh no. I would hate that. Yeah, because if I remember right, when I painted him, I realized that there's a lot of different textures of black on this guy. So his little chest piece and the the light bright on his chest. They are a different texture than the leather of his pants, his gloves, and like his little upper body suit thing. So he is a weird conglomeration of just like a lot of different kinds of black, which is interesting to paint just because it makes it more complicated, of course. And I think that I needed Tizzy here for something. Tizzy, did you want OSL on your lightsabers? Because here's the Luke. I did not do any, and I'm not done with the lightsaber quite yet. I wanted to run things by you before I started really messing with it. Do you want that lightsaber to have any glow? Hello, Mr. Cord. Can you do a bit of it? Yeah, where do you want, like, do you want... Thankfully, the Star Wars movies have been really consistent about it. And by that, I mean, I'm kidding. In some movies, they glow, and some they don't. So, if you want, I could put, like, a little bit... Do you want it to be, like, on the hands? Or do you want so much of it that it glows on, like, the face? I don't want it to be crazy, but it is cool. Okay, so you want me to... Maybe, like, a little bit on this hand? Like, a little bit on that arm out, like, right there? Yeah, I think it is minimal in return to that. Yeah, it's very minimal. There might not be any. There may not... I think there's only glow when they're in that, like, under area where they start fighting. I think it's the only glow in the entire movie. Actually, in all of the first 3 movies. Other than, like, maybe Dagobah. I think there was some glow in Dagobah, too. All right, anyway, so you just want it on the hands. You don't... On the arms, you don't necessarily... Yeah, you don't necessarily want it all the way on the face. Okay, I can do that. I was going to do all that last, just in case things were going to affect other parts of the diorama. I don't think it will. Because you can't really put... You can't put OSL on another light source. So I guess I'll paint them more separately. All right, and if that's the case, I'm assuming you want the same thing with Vader? You want the red glow to kind of be minimal around his hands and stuff? I haven't done the Emperor yet, no. Thank you. Vader is the easiest model to paint. No, he's not. Cordy's actually insanely difficult, in my opinion. It's all about what is gloss and what isn't. Yeah, yes. In a simple way of looking at it, yes, that is true. I think the biggest difficult part is just making it all look different enough. Because if I remember correctly, his butt cape might be a different material than the cape. I think when I painted it, though, I think I kept it as the same kind of black. I think I'll just do that for this one after I check the art. Yes, I would say color combination-wise, yes, he's probably the easiest model in the world to paint, but I would say if you want it to look like that next level type stuff, it starts getting a little more complicated. Dagobah. Listen. What's Dagobah with you? So I think we have picked a date for this Mage stream. I think we're gonna aim for next Monday. Will be the day. I should be back. And Sunday stream is probably gonna happen. Still working out what colors I'm going to use for my War Machine Orgoth. Actually, you know, it's funny. When I stopped playing War Machine, obviously the Orgoth hadn't come out yet. I legitimately don't know a lot about them other than the fact that they existed in the lore and that the company said they would never make them. And then I heard they started making it. Obviously, we can't get mad at the current creators of... Yeah, next Monday, Lotus. Not tomorrow. Next Monday. And we will play King of the Castle. Because I'm not... Yeah, I would hate to get paint on it, yeah, that's true. Especially painting Tizzy stuff, which is all black and white. It'd really ruin the motif of that outfit. Boo? What do you mean, boo? Lotus, calm down.
I promise it'll be worth the wait, Lotus.
Well, I didn't want to do it tonight because I got to go to bed early tonight. And tomorrow, I don't know. I just feel like it's not worth... I don't know, Lotus. I'm doing my best here. It's gonna be next Monday. They feel very Cornish in terms of they just want to be in combat for soul tokens. Well, obviously that leads itself to a little bit of red, doesn't it? Why don't you go with like a cream color and then cream and red? So basically what I painted Menoth back in the day. Yeah, I guess so. Well, Menoth doesn't exist anymore, Cord. You gotta bring him back. In your own little way. That'll be the headcanon.
Can we make this one be the dark color reds and this be the light color reds?
Sure. Yeah, it is sad that they took out Menoth, you know? They obviously had done nothing wrong. Typical them trying to keep the man down. You know how it is. Do you need one of these?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah, the things are a little loose. Here, use this.
I don't mind holding them by the base. Okay.
Is the mage stream gonna have a foot cam?
Wow, we could totally set that up.
If you wanted to, Barb.
His feet aren't really that pretty.
Yeah, had a little bit of a callus building up on the bottom of my toe.
He used to have this feet. They were so smooth.
I don't have nice things anymore.
There's Dr.D now.
I don't.
Man.
Just last time I was here, there was a camera on your feet instead of the cute dog. It's because for some reason, every single time I shut this stream off, all of the cameras reset, and somehow that camera moves.
Well, that camera's not very well locked in because I move it a lot to try to get it on them and stuff.
Alright, we're painting Point Man here while the Mr. Vader dries. So my goal today is to finish 2 Arasaka models so we can give them to Ernie so that they can be put in a box. The dogs are currently fighting over who gets to lay where.
Thor wants to be on camera. The beautiful dog. Such a beautiful dog.
Dogs want to make money on your feet. I mean, all they gotta do is ask. Listen, Lotus, if they were willing to pay rent, I would do anything for them to have some disposable income. Are you kidding me? Girl? Girl? Said you want this one to be the dark one.
I swear that I thought that was your process.
What? No, one is... I was using one for, like, metallics. And never do what I do and use your nice brushes for base coats. Alright, guys? Don't do it.
Why not?
Because you'll ruin your nice brushes by doing base coats. I would highly recommend all that listen to me do as I say and not as I do. You feeling better since last time, Barb? I was gonna say, it must be nice being able to play a video game without getting hassled. That's how they're gonna try and pay rent is by using my feet. Feeling good. Glad to hear it.
Do you like moment cozies? We have a Twitch stream for you, my friend. Join us for Dr.D painting doggos and sometimes tootsies.
It's true. Every once in a while, Bubby will try and bite you. Bite you right on the toesies because you're too close. Too close for his liking. Well, if they're trying to make money off of my toes, let's just say they're not doing a good job, because if they bite them, I don't think anybody's going to be too enticed by that.
I have an argument for that, but I'm gonna leave it because it's not
BG.
13.
I mean, I'm sure there's some people here who are into the blood. Barb, are you into bleeding toes? Is that like your thing?
To say some people who like Impact play enjoy seeing stuff.
I was not doing great playing that game. So were you early on in that game? I have not actually seen anybody play that game before. I have not played it either. Was that early on in the game? I know later on you fight something that isn't Tyranids, so I knew you weren't like near the end, but were you like right at the beginning? Yeah, it was like the second or third mission. Okay. I've actually heard that the game is really short. It's Space Marine 2. Ricky used to play the first one a lot. Give somebody a bonkin. The bonkin of a lifetime. Only bonk. It's been a little while since you've joined me.
Yeah. That boat's really messing with my creative equilibrium.
Audience, tell me, how do you get over your painting blocks? If there's something you don't want to paint, how do you get over it?
Did you buy me any brushes?
Do I need to?
You said, I want anything. I said, give me like one tiny brush.
Is that a depth ago?
You totally forgot. You can keep it, it's fine.
That's an interesting answer. Buy more. Not effective, but it feels better momentarily. Well, I don't wanna poop on Kara's parade, but she doesn't buy a whole bunch. She did buy a boat today. I gotta give her credit for that.
I bought my sails.
You did buy your sails.
And I bought those fake Dutchmen.
That's true. That's actually, that's fair. She has bought more recently.
I bought my sister's starter box, and I bought my Harlequins in the beginning.
Yep.
You probably supplemented that stuff after the fact, but
It's true. Hate to break to you, that was like 8 years ago. A long time ago. This ain't SeaWorld. This is as real as it gets. I do something else that is fun in order to get that mojo back again. That's a good one. I don't know. Does that include like playing video games? Because I find playing video games really slows me down. Well, let me rephrase that. Well, I'm not entirely sure I have hang-ups anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if you do either.
I just paint unendingly.
Just a machine.
Jason is a much stronger machine than I'll ever be, but Jason, whatever you say, I'm just gonna believe it. I'm gonna believe you. You can tell me anything right now, and I'd be like, yeah, no, that makes sense.
He's the boss.
He is, in fact, the boss. My dog is offended because I tried to give him edamame. Edamame is delicious. What's wrong with edamame?
Is he giving you a side eye?
Yeah, are you getting the full, like...
Can you see your dog in camp? I want to see what's wrong with this dog.
Put it in the whip.
Yeah, doggy in the whip.
I wanna see that dog in the window.
Edamame are those beans that we get with the spicy
Yes.
at the ramen place, right?
Yes, that is edamame. It's like a
Not a
It's like a green
huge
bean.
fan of edamame, but when they put that spicy stuff on it, it's good.
Yeah, would your dog like the spicy stuff, Barb? Did you put the spice on it? I've never seen him not eat something, but this he hated. Oh my god. You think Chunk would even notice?
Nah.
Yes.
Be like, it's gone. Can I have more? It's in my belly. My belly already. Can I have some more?
Can I have more? Edmeme. I think it can work with games as well, whatever breaks the cycle. No, it wasn't spicy. Well, there you go. That's probably what it was. He wants some of that spice in his life. Come on, Barb. You gotta give them what they want.
No British tongued dog.
It's true.
He's got American flavored tongue.
He's got American flavor tongue.
He's got American flavor needs.
Doggy has been posted. I will look momentarily.
So I went to work on Thursday this past week, and I was getting dressed up because it was kind of a big meeting, and I wanted to look nice. And I don't regularly wear like makeup every day to work. I don't go to work every day, and I don't put makeup on very often. But I was like doing it up. This was a big meeting, and Loki was just sitting in the bathroom door, just looking so sad at me with his little head on his paws, like, oh, smelling me. That was my cute dog picture of the week. What's your dog's name, Barb?
What is your doggo's name, Barb? Doggo.
His name is Doggo? Oh my god, it looks wonderful!
I assume that's your chicken nugget in the background. Vesemir, like the teacher from Witcher. It had truffle on it. Oh,
Truffle on the dog?
yeah. Why'd you put truffle on your dog?
Dangerous.
That doesn't-
Truffle is chocolate.
That doesn't make sense, Barb. Barb, you're crazy. Yes, that is the child in the background, and yes, from Witcher. Look at that. That's a pretty good name.
It's a good name.
Did he enjoy the Witcher series? Did he play Witcher 3? The dog. No, he would eat the controller. Well, does it have spice on it? Barb, I feel like we're revolving.
Not edamame, but definitely the controller.
We're revolving around the question here. So your dog would rather eat a Xbox and/or PlayStation controller, but it will not eat edamame. Your story's not adding up, Barb. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you like moist? Dylan, what color should I make your hats?
Black is always the black or brown. He's not the brightest. Did you see his face? Yes, we saw. Yeah, we saw his face. Oh, we saw it all right. Because that was the face of happiness.
That was the face of I can enjoy literally anything.
It's true. That's what Chunk's face looks like during bed snuggles. Or when he's fetching that stupid ball. There's something philosophical to be said about it. Sometimes it pays to be the dog who just enjoys the simple things.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, for a dog on camera. He's got problems. He's doing some contemplations over here. His brother stole his fox toy.
I was exercising in the living room today. There's no brain cells. There's no brain cells in there. And I guess Bubby thought I was suffering or something while I was doing planks. So he brought me his little fox and dropped it right in front of my face. He's like, I think you need this. And when I feel like that, this is what I need. See? When you're done, just tell me, because then I can. I figured. Just in case I don't, just so I don't put something over there by accident. You know, something I have learned is that when I go places and I mention the fact that I play Blood and Plunder, the first thing that people say is that they love pirates. That's the weirdest thing.
What? They do what?
So they say they love pirates and they love, like, sailing. So there was a person at AO today, because I stopped by to go drop some stuff off.
Yeah.
And a guy who plays games there, he was like, I love boats. I love Age of Sail stuff. And he's not a spring chicken by any means, like, don't get me wrong, but he was like, oh yeah, I love that stuff. And he says he wants to play like a full sailing game, and I was like, you can try it if you want it, man. Sure.
Yeah, I didn't think I wanted to play boats because I heard about Port Royal first. But then when I played boats, I really love boats. Boats are the best.
And there is a big campaign coming where there's going to be some R's in this house. I did finish my boat. I'm still waiting for the sales. I don't know where they are. Because for some reason the guy that sent it didn't give me tracking.
Well, I don't have tracking on mine either, but I got an email saying it was delayed.
So I'm curious to know, do you know if it's out of the country?
I don't know. I looked that hard into my emails.
Guys, you are here during one of the rare times our dogs like each other. As you can see from the camera. Thank you, Jason. They do have the zoomies. That's true. Which is weird because usually Bubby does everything he can to not show any kind of affection towards anything.
They do that about Bubby.
Kara hogs it all for herself.
That's not true. Have to see when he's home. I mean, if I didn't work from home, neither of us might ever see it. We might think they like totally hate each other.
Yeah, then we'd have to sell Bubby.
No.
Does anybody here want a Bubby?
What are you doing, John? You messing up that blankets on my sofa? What are you doing? Look at him. Look at him. He started doing it again.
He's just trying to get comfortable.
What are you doing? You messing up my blankets. I'm watching you, Sax Butt.
Painter J, what would it take for you to paint a 6th rate ship of the line for me, huh?
Oh my goodness.
What would it take?
Jared just fucking blood everywhere. Daddy, that's why Bobby was upset. John took all the muffin blood out of his box.
Oh, nah, I didn't take all of it. I cleaned up a lot of it yesterday. Junk. How big is that? American? Listen. Jay, I'm gonna need a yes or a no. We don't have time to talk about details. And I'm not gonna take no for an answer. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, that Vader's dry. So we'll get back to him as soon as I get the rest of this white on there. I have no... You have no interest? How big is... What do you mean you have no interest? Jay, I thought you were different. Nah, Jay never wants to play anything. This is Painter Jay. I don't think you've ever met Just Jay. Yep. He's the one that makes me feel bad about myself, yeah.
Making sure I understand the whole scenario here. So I want the audience to be, up to speed.
Kind of into the Dr.D cinematic universe. Jay, you had the opportunity to become a legend. Keep your ego in check. That is why I'm here. You son of a gun. I don't have a... Jay, listen. Bring it in. Take a squat. Take a squat, Jay. Take a squat. Take a knee right here. Take a knee right here. Tell me when you're ready. Take a knee. Take a knee. Take a knee right here. No. Take a knee, Jay. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, I'm sure everybody here has suffered from painting burnout? Is that what we want? Is that what we want to call it? Painting burnout? Now, Chris, you're the one that said it. Why do we find that buying things helps? We might as well get really philosophical here. We got nothing better to do. I also bought the 28-inch long boat from Archon Studio just in case I want to paint a boat next year. Oh, so I see. So you're too good to paint something for me, but then as soon as I ask, you go and get your own boat. Jay, please. What's up? What's up with this? Is it your bunny? I bet it's your rabbit that's putting you up to this, isn't he? First he eats flesh, and now he influences your mind with his little demonic rabbit whispers. Okay. So, is this a second boat that you actually want painted, or just something you have? He is a mischievous little guy, and this is his holiday. That's true. That is true, actually. Yeah, that is true. It is another boat that I just need to get painted. I have a light frigate, hopefully on the way relatively soon, that I got to get painted for Nova. But I still got to finish all the other stuff too. So I have a feeling it's going to be a bit of a rush job in some ways. So I'll probably do like real basic stuff on the frigate until I get back. That is, unless I just get some time to do more than I was expecting. But Nova's in a couple months, so I know what I want painted before then. I've kind of honed in on it. Alright, so we're going to be doing airbrushing. Isn't that fun? Isn't everybody having fun? Oh, and I should say, I forgot to say this. We are going to name the boat today. So if you have a name that you would like to name the boat, I am taking suggestions even though I know I will regret it. Because, like kids, I crave the wheel. So if you have a name for the wheel, the Buttress of Windsor. That's a very good name, actually. Buttress of Windsor. Another Tenacious D reference. I appreciate that. The Salty Swallow. Okay. It's also going to be HMS. It's going to because it is going to be an English ship. Not a British ship, a English ship.
You should open up ChatGPT and run a few prompts.
Yeah. Titanic 2. Or Titanic the Second, I guess.
They've already had the Titanic the Second.
HMS Incorrigible. I'll let some people, I'm going to let everybody have 2. Because there's not that many of you right now. But so hold me back. If you guys if there gets more people in this chat, I'm going to limit you to 1. So you better drive everybody out. The Salty Swallow is pretty good. The Bunches of Windsor those are both very good. You can't, Chris. That's 3. HMS Benny Hill.
Oh, you should name it the Bill Murray.
HMS Bill Murray. I think I misspelled Murray, but. Okay, I got it. I did it. Everybody impressed with me? I got the name right. Will you guys finally like me?
I love the quality of Army Painter speed paints. It's just really appreciate
It's funny because everybody hates those things.
Really? I think they're so easy. Pop the top on it and just kind of dip out and fill it in.
Shout out to my exes. HMS 5 times Fanny. You've already got 2. Chris, you can't just keep giving names.
That one's not really good.
Yeah. I didn't say that, but I thought it was okay. But you got to get bits.
Oh, how about you can vote as many times as you want, but you gotta do bits to vote.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get 2 free.
And each vote after that is
You gotta give me, I don't know, like 10 bits. Anything. Well, Wilmar gave me 100 last time. 100 bits.
There you go, 100 bits, you can have another vote. For every 100, you can have another vote.
HMS Fair Cara.
I don't really want a vote named after me. Good.
She doesn't want a boat named after her, Chris. See? Look at that. You appealed to her vanity,
That's appreciated.
and you were struck down. And you failed! As you were thrown to the ground. No one can defeat the metal. HMS Guild sucks. Jeez. That's gonna be your second one? Wow. That's kind of weak, Wilmar. I expected better from you.
Where'd Barbie say?
Probably didn't give any.
She didn't give any?
Nah, she's probably already gone. Yep. Barbie usually doesn't stay too long. She comes in, says hi, probably pops in and out. It's a popular line of attack. What, sucking on the guild? Or appealing to Kara's vanity?
It usually works. I'm in a self-deprecating mood today.
Yeah, vanity, yeah. I don't know. That one might come off a little weird if I tell the people the name of the boat. I'm just saying, if they ask me like what the name of the boat is, I might just be like, you know, I don't know if I know you well enough to tell you the name of the boat. I will replace HMS Guild Sucks with that though. It is much better. HMS Immigrant Hurricane. That one is your second choice. Good choice. Well, that one is much closer to making me very uncomfortable. It was a callback to earlier though. Oh, Lord Vader. Okay, so we're gonna do the chest piece, the cape, the butt cape, and the pantalones in the bluish black, and then also boots and one-piece boots. No, the thing on it's okay. That's like a piece of metal. All right, so it'll his little booties, his little booty. Okay, and then we'll do white. So we'll probably do like gray on the shiny bits and yellow on the. Okay, so we're gonna do butt cape, pantalones, and the his jumpsuit, I guess probably. Yeah, I'd never noticed it until I painted the other Vader. I was like, my. You better explain it to anyone who asks. I don't want to explain it to anybody that asks. What'd you say? Okay. You know, I should empty this thing. Yeah, it's. Should we do it live?
No, please. God, no.
HMS.
What if it smells?
Oh, it's gonna smell.
Well, then can you open it outside and clean it in the closet outside? Not in here.
The HMS Cockchafer.
How about the HMS Cockchafer?
Is that your second one?
Yeah, that's my second one.
HMS Cockchafer. One word?
Yeah.
Okay. That way you could say it fancy. The Kachar.
What's my other one?
The Cookcha. The Bill Murray. The Bill
Yeah,
Murray.
that was a good one. I'm glad with that.
That paint
Although
pot
I
looks
still
like.
think the Buttress of Windsor is the best.
The Buttress of Windsor is probably the one it should be. Just listen to it.
No. Don't mess up my beautiful music in the other ear with whatever goo is in there. Probably from Cthulhu. You're gonna open it up, it's gonna be like Pandora's box. Take it to Quincy with you and like go to an old apartment. It's out there.
Dump it on the floor. Drive by it next time I go donate blood. Place is condemned. I completely forgot why I'd even pulled it out. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it go. No, I can open it. I don't want Kara to be mad at me.
I don't want to just smell
Yeah, it'll condemn the house. You know what, Wilmar? I don't think you have the balls. I don't think you have the balls to close the lid. I don't think you have the balls to close the lid. And you better empty the grease tray, or my soul will haunt that grill for eternity.
With them twig arms, not going to open.
That was uncalled for, Wilmar. I'm not going to lie, that was really uncalled for. Also, Mike is probably not going to join us because they're probably playing Space something or whatever. Yeah, they're in there playing Space Force or whatever it is. He abandoned us. We're just gonna do it so it's nice and smooth. And I find that when you do stuff like this, it's best to not get too caught up on where the light source is coming from. Like, you know, it's coming from the right a little bit, but don't think about it too much. Is his cod piece is his cod piece in the cuck chair? Is it?
Is he wearing the codpiece while sitting in the cup chair?
What material is the cuck piece? It looks to be made of metal. They've been in there most of the day. Yeah, they've been going in and out of there all day, that's for sure. Can't imagine it's going to improve Soup's game any. Does Jeez, Chris, that was savage. Does airbrush count as free? Does airbrush count as freehand? Mark it. Everything is black, so Vader's 50 shades of black. Hey, somebody go give Chris the Nerd Joke of the Day award. Chris, I think you're pretty safe for the rest of today. I don't think anybody's going to top that. Also, Wilmar, Mr. Soup has done everything he can to block your claim of being the co-host of Arachne. He says that he is on Arachne talking about Infinity. He thinks the song should be renamed to Soup Talks About Infinity on the Arachne podcast. I'm already regretting it. It was kind of mean to someone not even here. Shame on me. I didn't hear anything he said. It's true. Now we got to redo it so that Wilmar's in there. A day. I was in that one episode. You were? Yeah, it was probably the best episode we've ever done. I actually got a phone call from John Pulitzer. Which a Pulitzer is it's an award. I know you've probably never gotten an award before, but it's something people get when they are rewarded for hard work. 5 people listen to it. Big numbers. Actually, I'm sorry, Bobby. I can tell you exactly how many people listen to it. Get ready to have your ego exploded.
I've never done a work before.
232 people listen to it. Never done a work. Oh my god, trauma. Oh my god, he listened to it 4 times. That's crazy. Yeah, the funny thing is our download numbers have gone down.
I saw this picture today, and it was a church in Europe somewhere, and they had made a rock climbing studio out of it. So there was like little stained glass in the background, but then like walls were all like rock climbing stuff.
Church is getting desperate, huh? Selling churches.
There's a lot of empty churches in this world. So.
How many unsubscribed after I started talking? 6. Which is significantly lower than the number after I talk. So like I said, that's pretty impressive. Good job, buddy. I mean, that's a good thing about Arachne is that we don't really make money off Arachne. Arachne is what you would call a loss leader. Alright, so you see how that blue is really starting to pop? Poppity pip. I find that when you have something this strong, You want to make sure you go real slow. I should lower the PSI. Tomorrow, or a lost lead, or a lost loser led. Ah, what? That's Chris. That's not very nice. Chris, did you take your big mean bully pill today? And so if there is a little spillage, that's okay, because we're going to go with a black translucent. And we're going to tone down some of these spots to give it some, bring back the darkness. Chris, you're starting to sound like a Frenchman. Chris, you're starting to be a real Veronica. Darkness! You've been unusually cranky today. It's because you stayed up too late with us last night. You were trying to keep up with the youngins. Did you drink your prune juice today? Maybe that's why you're cranky. You got poop. You got a poopy. Yeah.
I saw this thing on Instagram. And it was a magnesium hot chocolate. So like maybe you can carry that in the office and get some drink.
Magnesium hot chocolate. Okay. Well, I mean, that would be pretty easy to make. Just make hot chocolate and put magnesium in it. Very likely. May have to move to bourbon. Is there prune juice in bourbon? Yo, that's sick. I'm a doctor. I didn't even know that. I mean, Chris, I feel sorry for your kids. If you're in this kind of mood today, are they just like scattered around the house, the pieces? Okay, we're gonna add some weight. Oh, yeah, dear. Are you editing again now? 'Cause I already started the other one. Little Veronica is going out of her way to be difficult. Not very Betty of her. So as you can see, it's going to get a lot brighter. Alright, so this is going to be real powerful, so when you do this, you want to make sure you're real light. So you're just barely pulling back on the trigger, and you just want to kind of spruce it. Do you see how immediate that was? Look at that. Boom. Bam. Blammo. Alright, so Kara. Who do you think is the better choice? Do you think it's Betty or Veronica? For just, like, normal living.
I think it'd be Veronica because Betty's just too naive, and I feel like everything in life would be complicated because she's so naive.
Do you hear that, Chris? Okay, so she's basing it on Riverdale.
No, I read the comics when I was a kid. I read the last of Archie when I was a kid. I still think Betty is like wildly sheltered and doesn't know how to.
You know, that's a legitimate take. I can hear Kate talking, but I can't make out the words. Here.
I think Betty is just too naive, and I think being a life partner with her would just be continuously complicated because you'd have to be continuously explaining to her how the world really works.
What do you think about that, Chris? Chris and I really got into this yesterday. And by really got into it, I mean we talked about it for like 5 minutes. Do you think, Kara, that Veronica would be a freak?
I think she would have the propensity to enjoy herself. I think she is. I think she very much presents herself as a sexually freak. Both the comics and the shows.
What do you think about that?
Freak is kind of a strong word. I didn't get it in it.
Sure, I can see that. Do you use a pad, Bubby? Good. It's plausible. The goody-goody routine often shades into naivete. Now, Riverdale, was that the one that was based more on Sabrina? Or was that the one was that one actually based on like Archie?
No, it's based on Archie.
That one's actually
Watch
based on.
Sabrina with me.
No, I wouldn't say I watched it really.
They did have a little crossover, I think.
Yeah, because they're in the same high school or something, right? Aren't they?
Yeah, there was a little crossover.
Like in the comic book, that was the case.
Yeah. They mentioned it in both Sabrina and Riverdale, but they didn't actually have a crossover in the shows. Sabrina, I think, got canceled.
It's probably because they use the word Satan
Probably.
50 million times.
Hail Satan.
Yeah, I did not watch Sabrina. I kind of just walked by her watching it a million times. By that same comparison, I could say I've watched Handmaid's Tale and.
Yeah, like he was in the room while I was watching it. Started paying attention to Will and Grace there at the end.
There was a reason I kept sitting down to watch it. I mean, I obviously love Leslie's character.
Yeah,
What are y'all doing? Screwing?
well, like,
Alright, so that is a highlighted Vader. Look at that. It practically glows. The camera's like, please, give it to me. Give me the goodness. So now we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring back the darkness. 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 Bob the Builder. The Simpsons. Jeez. Can we get like Nick at Night so I can watch Gilmore Girls and Roseanne?
I'm sure you can find all of that if you look it up.
I need John Goodman in my life.
It's fair.
He's good for me.
He was awesome in the really movie Coyote Hillary Duff. Wasn't Hillary, it was
I wish John Goodman was my sister.
Well, he was dead. Movie, so, you know,
Oop, somebody else buying something? I stabbed myself. I do it a lot, don't worry. In Minecraft. Alright, so, we're gonna do this. It's all the Archieverse, also includes Josie and the Pussycats. Didn't know that.
that's right. They were in the show too. They were cool. I liked Josie and the Pussycats. They were the mayor's daughter and some friends, and they were like really, really mean girls.
They were also a show on Nickelodeon, I think so. They had a show. It was a cartoon. It was like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, wasn't it?
I missed that.
Well, Chris would know. He's old. Is that true, Chris? I think it was a Hanna-Barbera. The ruling cartoonist is Dan DeCarlo, whose wife was a French woman named Josephine. What does that have to do with anything? Is that what you're going to name your captain in Blood and Plunder? Is it going to be a sexy, sassy cartoonist wife?
Are you done with it?
I guess right now, yeah.
I'm done for the night, I think.
Or just put that back.
I will. I'm just gonna take a picture of my guys first.
Okay. Once I'm done with this, we can do a whip it out. So we are just gonna go real slow. Real slow. And we're gonna put the shade back. And if you use a transparent with enough watered downness to it, you can actually retain some of the gradient change. But because it's Lord Vader, Lord of the Sith, we are going to go a little bit less on that gradient to have a little bit more of a stark gradient to it, so that it makes it look like it's darker. It kind of gives it more of like a shininess to it. What'd you say?
You missed that wording.
Was it fulfilling? So there you go. You can see the highlights. They're pretty intense. And it looks very bad because the rest of the blacks are not in it yet, so it looks not great. The good news is that after I put all the highlights in it, it will still look not great. Because I'm bad. And you can tell because Jay would not paint a boat for me. And there you go. That's where we're going to leave it. Vader's underway. You're at Kinko's. I'm at Kinko's Cold flipping copies. I don't understand. Alright, anybody watching, if you have any name recommendations for the boat, go ahead and give them to me. We're about to do a whip it out, so if you got something you want to show off, put it in the Discord. I would have Mike do the invite, but he's currently not here. He's playing video games. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I know what Kinko's is, yeah. It was quoting a song, Mr. Tisdale. He was quoting a song. Oh, I see a little paint chunk in there. I see a little paint version of my doggy in there. You a junk. Ooh, girl. Dizzy. There. Vader's done. Are you happy? Make sure you always clean your tools when you're done. Because if not, your airbrush is going to be a pile of junk in no time. No time flat. Selfishly, I hope you paint the Emperor on stream. He is one of my favorite characters. What airbrush is that? This is an Iwata. The Eclipse. All of my airbrushes tend to break. I have a really nice Steinbeck. But I think the seals went bad. It would be a really easy thing to replace, but I have been so incompetent with machines and stuff my whole life that I'm a little scared to just fix it. So admittedly, I probably could fix it. I just, you know, it's just one of those. It's just another thing. It's another friggin' thing. Alright, so we'll work more on this guy tomorrow. I was just trying to get a rise out of the Tiz. Tisdale, I think, is perpetually angry at me, so yeah, probably. There you go, it's coming along. Not a Badger. The warranty on Badger is excellent. Yeah, I had a 105 that went bad. It was still early on, so it might have been something easy to fix. I just didn't know how to fix it. Yeah, they have a lot of weird spins to them, that's for sure. Hi, Cord. But yeah, this is what it looks like so far. I cannot wait to see this in person. Well, it's not. I mean, it's not very good yet, Tizzy. You might want to wait till I'm done with it before you see it in person. I mean, if you want me to, Tizza, I can just do the Emperor tomorrow. Purple. Yes. Yes. Good. Feel the hate flowing through you.
Are you going to whip it out now?
Yep. Yes. 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 Okay, that's all done. For shizzle.
That didn't come out as good as it looked on my camera.
No, I have to. Alright, guys. By the way, happy Easter. It's 420. Do you get it? It's like the drug reference. Those are eggs.
He's the Easter Bunny. And they're not even plastic, so you know they're real eggs. He didn't put joints in them.
That's how you know he's rich.
Yeah, these days, sure.
Thankfully, eggs have gone down. No. Thankfully, eggs have gone down in price 92%.
Really?
That's what the news told me.
Huh.
And by the news, I mean one particular part of the news.
I haven't seen that in grocery shopping, but we'll see.
And you are doing neither. What are you talking about? This morning, I thanked.
Totally praised Jesus.
Yeah, it's the first thing I did when I woke up.
Jesus made him coffee. He calls me Jesus.
It's true. I sure do all the time. All right, so Kara, has been working on Pirates. These two guys have the exact same face. These guys are twins.
They are twins.
Yeah. They actually have the exact... Wow, I can't believe how similar those guys look. Yeah, they're very similar.
Exactly the same on them.
Wow, I didn't understand. I'm sorry, Bubby. So yeah, you got the twins. This guy's name is Daryl. This guy's name is Darrell.
My brother Daryl is my other brother Daryl.
We got Mr.
Arr!
R, and then we got a friggin' blunderbuss. That's his name. Is Mr. friggin' blunderbuss. They all have the same pants. Look at that. They're twins and they got the same pants on? No, got no friggin' shoes.
Those guys got shoes.
Oh, and when you got a friggin' cool gun like that, you don't want to.
Or a three-pointed hat.
You don't want to drop it. I like it so far. It's coming along.
I figured I'd have to pause between things on the boat, right? And just more confusion
Sure.
with the boat, because that'll feel good. Because I hate starting a game and only having the same taste every time. That bothers me.
Yeah, it is.
I would like to start every game with like a new unit.
Sure.
I feel like we don't play that often. That I could almost do that with contrast. I know you could do it. You could do it freehand. I know, Doc.
You could do it freehand. Well, there you go. All right.
I felt like a Kara only whip it out.
That was, in fact, a Kara only whip it out.
I should have shown some feedback too for all that.
I think we would have gotten a lot of what the people crave. Kara's Tootsies, yeah. Yeah. I sure did. Sounded like a friggin' gun going off. Because I think Chunk was waiting for me to come out of the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I should wait for you to outside the bathroom. If they were down here, you went to the bathroom and they went up there.
Tisdale, you did not answer my question though. You're not Tisdale. Do you want me to paint the Emperor tomorrow? Like, do you want me to paint him first? Yes, paint Papa Palpatine. The old PP? Mr. PP? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it. Well, he's paying me in Legion models, apparently. You know how much I want those. I assume that Tisdale is gonna have him, you know, going around the battlefield with the Empire in his like little mobility scooter. It's like yes, yes. PP into house. Oh yeah, mother. And then when everybody laughs at him, they're like, oh, the Emperor's an old man. He's like, lightning! Lightning, motherfucker! I just realized something. Does Emperor Palpatine have the Pick of Destiny? Can he challenge the devil to pay his rent? Chris. Chris, I need you. I have had a vision. I've had a vision and I need Chris. Be you angels? Nay. We are but men. Rock. Can you find... Thank you. That is... It's a pretty good Palpatine impression. Yeah, thank you. Of a rascal. Chris, can you find a Tenacious D? Can you find Tenacious D miniatures? Because we need to do that on stream. We need to paint the D. Oh, and also, anybody else have any boat names for the sloop? We are going to be rolling for it later. No. Why would I want to... They don't want to see the sloop. Yeah, Tisdale, you do have to give us a name for the sloop. No, I can show it now. It's fine. I have to give you what? You got to give me a name for the boat. Or the ship, I should say. The sloop is done. It's a heckin' chonker of a boat. But we finished. It is smooth. This boat is smooth. Yeah, the next one's going to be like twice as big. I did a little OSL. I think it came out pretty good. It's not my best work, admittedly, but when it is an English boat, so it will be HMS. Which, at the time, is probably either going to be Elizabeth, Charles, potentially George, I think. I think George was the one after Charles. The king who united, the guy who made Great Britain. The one that also inherited Scotland. And turned it into one friggin' kingdom. And I did a little OSL on the door there. To make it look like it was an open door. Okay, we got Beer Belly. HMS Beer Belly. Everybody gets 2 names. I don't see a flag. The flag's not on there yet because I haven't got the sails yet. I got to be able to go to like a Staples or something to print it out because they have plastic. They have the stiffer paper. HMS Stuffy Shirt. Okay. That's a pretty good one. I like Stuffy Shirt. That's pretty good. Found him in the whip. Oh! Okay, alright, we're gonna check that in a second. Beer Belly. HMS, they got HMS, they got their ass kicked. Yeah, they got their ass kicked yesterday, actually. HMS bailed out by the HMS bailed out by the United States twice. I was only giving everybody 2 votes. That one I like. HMS bailed out of the... HMS bailed out by the United States twice. Jupapa reference. Beer... Okay. Yeah, I haven't listened to Jupapa. Anyway. HMS failed Empire. You only get 2. You got 3, Tisdale. HMS lack of taste buds. Sheesh. Sheesh! Alright, we have something in the whips that are something special.
We need to do some kind of voter thing in the chain.
Tenacious D and D Halfling Bards! What? Look at this!
Are you gonna let everybody vote on this?
This is amazing. No, it's a spin. We need to make this happen. Guys. HMS land of no taste of no dentists. HMS casually professional. There will be other boats, by the way. Warp makes good stuff. What do we need to make that happen? Wilmar, make it happen. Make that model appear, please. But anyway, yeah, so this is the boat that's getting named. This could be your stupid named boat. And by that I mean it's my boat. But you can name it something stupid. The Salty Swallow is probably the most normal. That and the Buttress of Windsor. And it looks better in person, I think.
I do too.
Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna have to make that, we're gonna have to make those models become a reality. So, Tisdale, if you ever do visit, you have to come and see my Cairo office, because it's in Lexington. Do you know where that is, Mr. Tisdale? That's where the first shots of the revolution began. Tenacious D. Then you have to find Jay and Silent Bob. I can do that. You might be able to get those. Well, you don't have to be the one that actually buys them, but I don't know if you can find a place for me to buy them. I might reward myself with that as a birthday gift. Cause it's almost my birthday. Are there Jay and Silent Bob models? It's gonna be hard to do without the models existing. The Jay and Silent Bob ones, I might be willing to paint and then give away. We could probably make it happen. Is that the chicken dogma? That was chasing Amy. That was chasing Amy. Jay and Silent Bob models. Yes. Did you just see the Tenacious D ones, Tizzy? Why don't you use your Adepticon powers to get me those models? Tisdale, please. I don't ever ask you for anything.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know if I've ever actually asked Tisdale for anything, to be honest. What models do you want? Did you see the Tisdale ones? The ones I just showed off. Let me show them again.
Pay attention, Tizzy.
Yeah, he doesn't like me. Those. That is Jay's. All Jay. Is that okay? Even if it's like his jacket. It was his. It was all. Yeah, I guess it was his backpack. Yeah, Ernie did too. I think I finally just threw them away. Just throw them away. If somebody hasn't been looking for them now, you know, I bet they're not even that missed. I don't have a link. Yeah, I could send it to you up for that. Yeah, what it was like swimming goggles? It was a hat, reusable shopping bags.
That was all there was. The other stuff that's in there is a towel, but that was left in a different cup.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's Mark's.
That was, yeah, that's probably Mark's. Yeah, it's a shame. He's in there playing video games like a loser. Look at that bag. Well, it's that game that we were playing. The one where it is good to not be distracted. Wait, 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 you mother lover. We challenge you to a rock-off. Dun dun dun. Give us one chance to rock your socks off. Boom, boom.
Is your box back, Bubby? Are you tearing it apart now? Somebody's gonna rip it apart. It's gonna be you. You should go get one of those beds so people on the stream can see you. Go get in your doggy bed.
Yeah. Definitely don't come with me. That would be much more enjoyable for everyone, I think. To ship one? That's going to take me all of 30 milliseconds. So, what I think I might do is maybe I'll go to Joann's or something tomorrow, because I'll be down South Shore, and I can get fabric to make like an island for the lighthouse. Because it is Monday. Those places are closed. Are they closed on Mondays or Sundays? No, I know, but they're closed. Those church places are closed on Sundays. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking of Hobby Lobby. Okay. I will probably never be able to paint the lighthouse on stream because it is massive. But I showed Wilmar the size of that lighthouse, and it is a sizable chungus. But you know what's at the top of that? Buried treasure. And the first question you might be asking is, why is it buried inside of a lighthouse? Well, let me tell you. Because the lighthouse keeper, bit of a hoarder. Yep. It actually comes in chunks too, so those chunks will be how long it takes to get up that thing. Yes. Well, in Treasure Island, the event we're doing, there's definitely going to be treasure up there. It'll be a golden gun. The man with the golden gun. And if anyone else is interested in climbing the lighthouse on whatever date it is, which I cannot remember, I think it's like, is it June 1st? Yeah, it's like early June. It's like the first or second week of June. Join us at Marlborough, where you can find buried treasure. June 8th. Yep. Okay. Wilmar, make it so. Make it so. I will buy those. I need Tenacious D in my life. Since the band broke up, we're gonna have to remake it. Actually, Wilmar, do me one better. Give me 2 sets, and I will give away some. And I can send you the money right after the stream. Thank you very much, buddy. So there you go, guys. We're going to have a Tenacious D stream where I will give out a couple of them. And by a couple, I mean a set of them. That'd be great, but I think we could play it. I don't think we can use it on YouTube. I'll ask Tam, see if there's a way around it. That one might be an exclusive. Yo, we got so many plans. So many plans for the stream. Me dressing up like a sexy lady. Tenacious D. More ships. You know what? We will do the drawing on the name at 10. So if you guys have a name for that boat. Sure. Probably, yeah. Is that okay? Going at a 10. I like to be professional, but, I mean, Jesus, 10 o'clock. What the hell am I doing? Going to the airport? Oh, I did pick out the flights for when I got to go to Kansas City. Okay, all right. One of them is a red eye, I think? I tried to make it not... I think it was like 7 o'clock as opposed to like the 4 a.m. one. Yes. Sure. Sure. Okay, then we need to have a 3-hour workshop creating the Venture Pro miniatures skirmish game that exists only in my mind. Convention exclusive figure is Lady Pierre with her murderous Muppets. Are they gonna be? Is it gonna be like the full thing? Is it gonna be them like dressed up as little bees or whatever it was they were dressed up as? What? They were. They weren't bees. They were like little. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. They were dressed up as like little kids, right? Like the little, the small people. I guess, yeah, that's one way to put it. They were like in little schoolboy outfits, weren't they? But they had like really deep voices. Well, I'm sure they have at some point in their lives, but no. It's a character from Venture Bros. What would that miniatures game even be about, though? I mean, there wasn't even that much fighting. Are the Adventures of Rusty Venture the narrative scenarios? Can we... What about the one episode where he has the dream, or, where his neighbor makes... Or no, it was the episode with Dr. Kilgrave or whatever, where he confronts his dad, and he has to look at his wiener or whatever. The kind of kids that have an op where looking after the males were Tim, Tom, and Kevin. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Tim, Tom, and Kevin. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about them. Dr. Kilgrave was always my favorite character. I love that. I love that stupid character so much. Well, I would ask Mike, but he's not here. Hey, Wilmar, you want to come over for some barbecue pork tomorrow? Dr. Killinger, yeah. Yeah. You must fight your fears, Dr. Venture. It's inside of you.
Ignore me.
Ignore me! Ignore me! Ignore me. When he's doing it at it's like he's yelling at him. He's like screaming at the baby. Ignore me! We can charge $60 for Brock Sampson Fig alone. Gold mine. We should have the guy who voices him too. Be like the one who does the ad. Pete White, Quiz Boy Billy, and Sergeant Hatred. Does Sergeant Hatred have like the like some kind of upgrade card where he's beaten his like it was like pedophilia or whatever whatever the hell it was that he was having problems with? Second box is Order of the Triad, classic. Is the first box just gonna be like the Venture family versus the Monarch? You gotta have Speedy. You gotta have Speedy in it. Oh my god! Oh my god, Speedy! Maybe he gets his wings. Go ahead. Take it from me. Starter pack, yeah. Yes. I'm liking the sounds of this. So the first, like, we gotta start talking about how this plays. Does it play? Is it like MCP? Again, how do you play this game? Is it a fighting game, or do you have to like solve mysteries? Hank and Dean game mechanic is that they keep coming back after you kill them. Yeah, 100%. 2-player stars Speedy as a pre-order. It's a pre-order bonus. Speedy. And you gotta have 21 or whatever his name is before he gets all like jacked. Yeah, is he carrying around the skull of his friend? Yeah, 2-ton. Yeah, 2-ton 21. And the creme de la creme shore leave. You know what, Kara? You've given me an idea. HMS shore leave. Gotta love shore leave. But it's not a pirate ship. But I'll put it in. Because you sex me up. Queen's Shuffle Booty. Mm. Sure, because she was the Virgin Queen. Well, that's what they called her. I'm not saying she was. I'm sure her and Francis Drake were pounding as like literally as soon as anybody turned around. But I'm just saying. But that's what they call her.
Queen Doppelpopulus.
Queen Doppelpopulus. You know what? I gotta say, Wilmar, I'm a little disappointed in you. The fact that you did not volunteer the HMS Insanitarium Planetarium. I gotta say, pretty disappointed in you. Classic venture team with Colonel Gentleman and Action Man. Whatever his name was, Sergeant Tom or whatever in the that pirate episode. All right, where's the key? I stuffed it up my ass. I can't believe I gotta swap the poop deck. Oh, God. Speedy! Oh. Major Tom, that's what it was. HMS Uno, Boggle, and Yahtzee. HMS Uno, Boggle, and Yahtzee. That's a good choice. That's a good choice there. Make sure I spelled that right. M-Y-A-H-T-C-E. Major Tom. The Major Tom. I admit it took me a disappointingly long time for me to realize that it was a not a Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi? Is that what it's a Bon Jovi song, right? Carrot, you would know. What's that? Who writes that song? The Major Tom. Is that Bon Jovi? I don't think it's Elton John. Is it Elton John? It's Bowie. Yeah, it is Bowie. Okay. That song is way too slow for Elton. All right. Any other last-minute names? The Insanitarium Planetarium. What? I put it in there. Yeah, Space Odyssey. Oh, okay. Why would I give you the bits back? What did I do? I didn't put that in there.
Kara, who sings that song? Is it John Bon Bovine?
Kara, who sings that song? Is it John Bon Bovine? She said no.
Dude, I think we should vote on the ship tomorrow. So the girls can be here. All the girls came in and said hey, and they left. They might have some really good ideas too.
That's true. They'll be here for them.
Do it first thing tomorrow stream. And then okay, we should do it like 8:30 tomorrow stream.
Nope. You know what? We'll let them. I'm gonna paint. What I'm probably gonna do, because I'm impatient, is I'm probably gonna get a boat while I wait for the frigate. I'm gonna get a little longboat. They can name that one.
Okay.
They can name it after their boyfriends, like Little Pee-Pee. HMS Little Pee-Pee. She's just saying, she says. Guys, do you hear that? She's just saying. How single were those women? I think Barbie's married. I know she has a kid, and I know she has a significant other. I think they're married. And Lotus has made comments about having a significant other. Wilma. You just got a big raise, man. That's true. Our landlord, or by landlord, I mean our realtor. That's true. I don't know what she looks like. Liz is very nice. I didn't say she's nice looking, but she's nice. Oh, women on the stream. Yeah, I got an extra $50. Extra $50? Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, let me tell you a secret to life, Wilmar. They say it's not fair that women only make 70% of what, like every dollar that a man makes. But that only leaves 30 cents to the man. I don't think that's fair. It's ridiculous. If females just stopped picking less well-paying jobs, like instead of like being doctors or lawyers or all that stuff, they keep making mistakes and becoming lady doctors and lady lawyers. That's where they messed up. Sorry, that was a joke by I forget who did that joke. That might have been, is that Bill Burr? It might have been a Bill Burr joke. Bill Burr, he seems like he would be. He's sassy. I mean, Walmart, you getting an extra $50 an hour is pretty impressive.
An hour?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yep.
God damn! I've never gotten a raise like that. Ever in my life.
You see, he didn't make the mistake.
I used to have a penis.
He didn't make the mistake of being a lady. Wilmar and I had a very nice like lunch date today. We got.
Did he like your sexy outfit?
I was wearing my gym outfit. Yeah.
It was all nice form-fitting. I told him he looked like a slut.
My phone hasn't stopped ringing since you doxed my hourly income. You're welcome.
There you go, Wilmar.
Is it?
No more free Friday nights for you.
Is it all the ladies?
Who cares, ladies? Men are interested.
That's true. Wilmar, you could get a boyfriend.
I still want to know how much he appreciated that tight gym outfit, though.
Did you appreciate the tight gym outfit? That I didn't really get to use until I got back home. It's almost boat time. Hey guys, it's boat time. Alright, any last minute additions? You have until I get the wheel on the screen. It was okay. The twigs being out for the world to see was not great.
I liked it.
Sheesh. Sheesh. Yeah, he says I got 2 twigs for arms.
He's got nice and muscular arms. Very sexy.
Man. Get your swim trunks and your flippy floppers. Your rat can't go straight flippy coppers. We gotta get this in glorious HD.
The only thing that matters is the white box. The ads don't matter.
Well, that's if I ever. Well, it's not like this. The presets are gonna like last because there's no God. Yeah, I'm saying that on today. Friggin' Easter. Ridiculous. Looks ridiculous. Alright. Here we go. Do we got any highlights here? I like HMS Shore Leave. Casually Professional is pretty good. I love Uno, Boggle, and Yahtzee. Queen Supple Booty. Buttress of Windsor. Excellent choice.
I'm still a big fan of Cup Chair.
Cuck Chauffeur. Cuck Chair. A fool in his heart. Yeah. HM has bailed out by the US twice. Alright, here we go. Are you guys ready?
Leaving it up to the spin.
Here we go. Paid to win! Look at that! HMS, Uno, Boggle, and Yahtzee.
Wow.
Good job. Good job, Wilmar.
Long drink. He doesn't like the name.
No, I love that name. So, the characters. Well, you know, it's funny, because, like, I can't name the characters Uno, Boggle, and Yahtzee now. Because the ship...
I mean, you need a Captain Uno, Boggle, and...
My money was on Immigrant Hurricane. Well, there's always next time, you know? It's always next time, buddy. That was a good team effort. Get it out.
Video on YouTube, which claims to be about a true, terrifying encounter that Jimi Hendrix had with a moth fan. But he refused to talk about it. But this bearded, red-headed white guy managed to talk about it for 27 minutes and 50 seconds, even though Jimi Hendrix would never talk about it.
Well, Jimi Hendrix was probably on substances.
Right? And also he wouldn't talk about it. So how did you like come up with 30 minutes? Then you get all back to him.
I think it's a plot by the government. Wilmar, you did it, man. Happy birthday. Or what, is today the right day? Is today the right day, Wilmar? Did I get it right this time? The HMS Boggle, Yahtzee, and Uno. Another one that that surprises me that nobody did the Family Guy reference of the HMS or the USS Hulk, Spider-Man, and like Iron Man put together or whatever it was. It was like season 1 Family Guy. Gotta play the video. Yeah, well, he's not here. Tell Mike how disappointed in him you are. You know what? This is one of the reasons why he's getting kicked off Arachne. He's too busy playing video games. Thank you for the kiss, John. Thank you for your kiss.
I hate my friends, I hate you, most of all, I hate you. Hate the smile on your face, and I hate that I miss you. Hate the sunrise,
No,
hate the
you don't want nobody being pet.
that things ain't gotten better yet, and I hate that you're doing
Why are you so filled with rage, Bubby?
I am doing fine myself, don't need
Anybody else?
all the walls are closing in. I don't need any help. It'll work itself out fine. Sorry for wasting all your time.
Wasting all your time.
I heard you moved to LA 'cause you wanted to be an actress. Your best friend from high school said you missed me, and I said that was bullshit. Have you seen her anyway? You make it sound like you talk day to day. Then tell her that I hate her face. And that I'm doing fine myself. Don't need anybody else. All the walls are closing in.
Could have done a South Park reference, but it might get me times out. What do you mean? No, you'd have been fine. I don't know why. I mean, the reason that the filter's there is just because when they're playing MCP, they don't want to pay attention to the chat. See, they're the ones you got to worry about. I'm not the one you got to worry about. HMS Dackenbaus. Kara's attacking the roof. It's probably fine. Did you get it? Oh, you're messing with a vent. Yeah, I admit I don't get that reference. It should be said that I have not watched South Park since like probably like the first 5 seasons. I think the last episode of South Park I actually really sat down and watched was the World of Warcraft one. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's very quiet outside. Yeah, it's very, very quiet. And the race car drivers. Here in the city, we have a very long, straight road that is usually inhabited by idiots who don't know what the gas pedal does. It scares them. They heard it's like a mythical thing they've heard of. So when they get to the red light, they have to like read the instruction manual on their phone, I assume, to be like, what does the gas pedal do? So then, you know, they're not paying attention, right? And then the light turns green, and they're sitting there in their stupor. You know how it is, right? You know how it is. And then, when there's not a lot of cars on that road, people go screaming down that road at like 1,000 million miles an hour. Thankfully, there are no cops in Boston. Too quiet. I don't think I've ever actually seen a cop in Boston do a damn thing. Except stand by construction. They do a lot of that. We need more viewers. Let's talk about something controversial. Boston cops. Let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's talk to the person in the chat who's probably had more interactions with the Boston police than anyone else here. Wow. That's... Oh my god, that is... Jesus. Okay, well... I was going to say Chris, because he's lived here longer, but okay. Whew. Woo. I'm sorry, Wilmar. Okay, well, you probably didn't hear what she said. She essentially said that she doesn't care about your birthday. Isn't that right? I have no idea where that is. I'll be right back. Sure. We know that she never says happy birthday to you anymore. I know. I've tried talking to her about it, but she doesn't want to listen to me. All she does is go on about that stupid restraining order. My handler's down at the bureau, keep the cops off my back mostly, so it's cool. Okay, well that's good. It's true. Is it because you're such a townie? Is that a benefit of being a townie? Chris owns a car, though. Wilmar, do you count as a townie? Chris lives in... no. That wasn't... Not this Chris. You see how I turned off the microphone so I didn't dox you? Not you. I've been here for 26 years, so yeah, okay, yeah. Right, you are definitely a townie then. Man, you've been here for 26 years. I would not have guessed that. Nah, I'm strictly face curtain from the North Shore suburbs. I'm strictly lace curtain. from the North Shore suburbs. He's a stay-at-home dad. Kara's not listening to me anymore. Yeah, Kara's moved on. She's not listening to me anymore. She'll never know now, Chris. I tried telling her, but she's not listening to me anymore. Probably sore about the boat not being named after her.
100%. What do you guys want from me?
I tried telling you something about Chris.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
He's a stay-at-home dad.
Chris?
Yeah.
Well,
Bully for you.
I'm a stay-at-home dog mom, and I work.
That is kind of true, yeah.
Somebody has to stay home with the kids. Or just daycare is way overpriced.
You did marry well. I got to give you credit there, Chris. You married a doctor.
A real one.
Jeez. Because of all my charms and snares. Are they actually like physically snares? Like something where if she tries to leave, she'll like get caught and like be hanging from a tree? Like that kind of snare?
Snare you can pull on me as a couch chair.
I just bat my eyelashes and things happen. Tee hee. That's Chris. I mean, Chris, I think it's your smile. I think it's the little boy smile.
I mean, I love that he's embracing the hippo lifestyle.
Yeah, that's true. I assume you just stay at home and lift weights all day to please thy wife. That's inappropriate, girl. You can't say that. Because there's kids. Well, we know Chris's kids are in bed because that's why he can hang out with us so much.
Exactly. All the good parents put their children to bed, so, you know, if their kids are still up, that's on them.
She,
Certainly watched some inappropriate things when I was a kid up late at night. It happened.
she just called you a good parent, Chris. What you doing, Bubby? What are you doing? I'm aggressively mediocre. Chris, that's not true. Chris, you're not aggressively mediocre. You're like lacklusterly above average. Does that sound better? Oh, look who decided to join us. I'll take that. Happy birthday. Chris said that he was aggressively mediocre, and I said that he was not aggressively mediocre. I said he was kind of like disappointingly above average.
There is no precedent for men who stay home with their children. Like, women who get to stay home with their children used to be strippers, but men who get to stay home with their children, like, that could be any man.
Are you a stripper, Chris? I'm a void ship gunner. I'm basically a Vietnam soldier. Yeah, well, we noticed you weren't here, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
Soup is back from space.
We all, like, named a boat and everything.
That's true.
Without you.
We named a boat, and you didn't even help.
I had to stay up until you got here because there was no nighttime producer to keep this man in line.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta be careful with this talent we have here, Mike.
I was going to show off what was inside of my overspray container. He was committing space war crimes, he says.
Yeah, I know about all that, and I'm still not happy.
You're in trouble. You're in big trouble, Mike. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, buddy. I'm sad that I was not able to join. If you ain't doing no war crimes, you ain't trying. Dylan was saying how you're not being here meant you didn't want to be a host for Arachne anymore. That's true. Also, we might have a guest tomorrow. I think the Bournes are going to join us tomorrow. You also somebody I didn't want to, or I was kicked out. Well, I'm just saying, Mike, you weren't here. What am I supposed to think? Hmm?
Okay. Not rich life goals, but like lost life goals. Obviously, painted boats of pirates.
So, one? I think we might also be there. No, they only have the one boat. I don't think Steph plays. I think it's just
Maybe I can Brandon.
thank you, Brandon. That was wow, what a brain fart. Then Dylan needs to start paying up. What am I paying for? I did, thanks, Mike. Oh, good. You missed the christening of the boat. Yeah, we did christen the boat without you. The bits I pay is for you, not Dylan. Oh, what? I need those bits.
We didn't break the bottle, but I drank some gin, smoked. You know, the medical.
They did, but it was very tiny. Did you break a bottle of very, very tiny. You could lift it. Could lift it? What?
Some twigs.
Wilmar, you have made an enemy this day. You have made an enemy this day. Yeah, we also have some Tenacious D models on the way now, thanks to Wilmar. Wilmar, you got it going. You're just attacking me about this twig arm thing. All because I said McConaughey has tiny arms. Yeah, I can't get a refund. No, yeah, we did use a different website. Is that still in contention? Okay. Right. Yeah, no, that's taken care of. Mike, what are you going to play at Nova? Monster Fight Club might be there. You're gonna play Cyberpunk. I mean, I guess I can try and get you the Bozos ready if you want to play them. You still have not given me a list, bucko. And yeah, I called you bucko. That's how you know you're in trouble. You got the white guy bucko. Oh man. Is that an armor plate? No. Sorry, I'm trying to pick out the details on top of this helmet. They are very smooth. Basically, they are smooth. Ooh, we got zero more. We got some models that are almost done. That's exciting. It's a unique feeling when a model is only 3 colors. Adds a whole new layer to the whole, 3 color up thing. So tomorrow we will probably be joined by the Borns, I think. And we will probably be talking about Adepticon, if I had to guess. They do love Adepticon. Jason Bourne. Yeah. It'll be that Bourne. He'll be so Bourne, it'll be hard to handle. He did play in the Blood and Plunder Sea tournament with his like Jamaica Me Crazy ship. Where it was like a bunch of voodoo you voodoos. You guys are so cute. Mike, how far did you get in Space War Crime? And is it easier without me there? Like, is the difficulty gauged on how many people are in the team? Thank you for the follow, Mr. Kayama. Sure. Okay. Sure. I've actually just been going out there and not even putting Chunk on a leash.
I know Chunk's already pooped. I'm pretty sure Bubby has too.
I mean, it's fine. I don't go out there to let him poop. I just go out there to let him pee. But I'm just saying, lately I don't even put him on the leash. Chunk goes out there with his little newspaper, finds a spot, does his business. Is something funny? Wilmar would say I have twigs. Which is not very nice. Yeah, thank you. Yep. I don't think rice and pizza stereotypically go well together. Pizza never goes bad. Good night. Love you too. I will try. Nothing? You're not gonna give me anything, Mike? You're not gonna tell me? Is that a secret? You're just gonna leave me hanging like that? Dylan talks about infinity on the Arachne podcast. Mr. Kayama, welcome. Have you been painting? I am very comfortable, yes. Okay. Okay. Whatever you go by. I see you under that blanket, Chunk. Like, do you? Chunk is a very fuzzy dog. I can't imagine that he does well under that many blankets. Okay. Sweet. What are they doing in that gaming channel, Mike? Oh, you're in there. No wonder you're not responding. You're still playing that game! Mike! Jesus. Okay, that makes way more sense now. Mike has abandoned me. I see. That's okay. I've been abandoned, Chris. What will I do? I think that's kind of the benefit. I think that's part of the appeal. I like the teamwork part of it. It's fun. It's fun to like optimize with your buddies. I've gone through a couple shares of them. Like there was one where you run an airship, and it's like a PvP game. Historically accurate, of course. Now we see the pirate version. Historically accurate. There's definitely that exists. There is a. Oh God, what is that game called? Something of Nations. Hold of Nations or something like that. There's like a C version that is pretty. Just historically accurate-ish, I guess. Alright. I'm hoping this is going to make it sing. Boom! Look at that red. Alright, well, Chris, you're here, so we got to talk about this. So, with that Tenacious D thing, should I do a diorama? Should we do a diorama of the road? Holy crap. Yeah, look at that red. Boom! It's so red. Good stuff. But yeah, should we do a diorama of the road? I don't know. What would we do for the devil? It's a good question. And well, well, first you have to look to the source material, right? So there shined a shiny demon in the middle of the road. So we got to make it D&D themed, right? So the road is going to be a dirt road. And he said, "Play the best song in the world, or I'll eat your souls." Souls. So we played the first thing that came to our heads. Just so happened to be the best song in the world. It was the best song in the world. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see. 1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3. It was destiny. Once every 100th of a million song, the sun doth shine and the moon doth glow and the sun doth glow. Yeah, I guess we do have to find a suitable demon model, huh? I mean, in D&D lore, there's gotta be like a musical demon, right? Somewhere in D&D lore, you're a nerd. You're a D&D nerd. Does that exist? Should it be a watcher or a beholder? I'm sorry, a beholder. Because it's got to be D&D adapted because of the D&D model. Or would a mind flayer work better? Mind flayers can't talk though, right? Isn't that like a thing? They can only speak to you with their friggin' mind, with their friggin' brain, or whatever. A beholder's off theme. You think it's off theme? Okay. Well, what do you think? I'm all ears, man. Like, do you think we should get a little devil? A little devil man? I don't think that'd be that hard to get. Like a tiefling. Like a big tiefling. Because I'm not sure you can get David Grohl. I don't know, David Grohl was in the movie. I don't know who actually played the demon in the music video. Regardless. It just so happened to be the best song in the world. It was the best song in the world. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see. I mean, I'm sure if we Google devil, I'm sure something's gonna come up for minis. Because if I remember right, in that music video, they're just like walking out in the middle of nowhere. You know, they were like in the middle of a desert or something. So if we just do a little dirt road, maybe like in the woods, you know, they're walking through the forest. You know, very Hobbiton-y. Or maybe not Hobbiton, but the Shire. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Fryman? It's the Robert Johnson trope. Robert Johnson trope. I don't know if I know what that is. Be you angels? Nay, we are but men. Rock. Whoa. The devil needs to be silly. Oh, as silly. Okay, fair. Well, that's why I'm thinking like, you know, like those old depictions of the devil or like a demon or whatever, where it's like a little guy in like a stupid Halloween outfit, where he's like hopping with like maybe like a little tiny trident. You know what I mean? That's what I'm seeing in my head. Very like, hey, I'm gonna get ya. Robert Johnson is legendary blues man who sold his soul at a crossroad. Okay, he's the crossroad demon guy. Okay, I didn't know his name. Yeah, like an imp. Yeah, like an imp. Yeah, like a really big imp. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. And we found him in the middle of the road. And he said, play the best Song in the world. Girl, eat your souls. And hiding behind a tree is sassafras. Sassafras squelch. Do you think they can find a model of that? Sassafras squatch. Should we get Dio in there too? Or what would the D&D equivalent of Dio be? Teach me how to rock. My father thinks you're evil, but he can suck a cock. Buying the first thing that came to mind just so happened to be the best song in the world. It was the best song in the world. What are the chances? A troll. A troll. You know, this is starting to come together. Dio was a knobbly looking dude. That's true. That is true. Was he a good diver? Oh, holy diver. Going out to the middle of the sea. This is your misery. Well, we know that there's the town of Kickapoo is not a fan of him. That's for sure. Or at least there was one family though that was not a fan of him. Don't know the Kickapoo. That's the name of the town. That was like one of the songs in the album. In the Town of Kickapoo. That's where like Jack Black comes from in the movie. It was like a long-ass time ago in a town called Kickapoo. There was a humble family, religious through and through. I can't even get mad. I mean, you know so many references that I don't know that I can't even get on you about that one. You're safe. You're safe on that one, Chris. We are coming up on the end of the stream. Let's see if we can at least finish the models. I can do the bases on my own. My D knowledge comes from the first Cable series and the first album. Didn't watch the movie because it seemed like a rehash. I mean, I can see that. I think in the album, though, I think it's not even a movie reference. It's in the first album. There's a song called Kickapoo. And they go over the whole thing. But I guess that would mean you don't understand the Kickapoo reference because you didn't watch the movie. But yeah, that's fine. Kind of like Jay and Silent Bob. The joke, where's Stan after all? That's true. Ugh. Yeah, you're not wrong. But in the song Kickapoo, that's like the introduction of the movie. We're almost done. Honestly, when you paint like low texture models like this, I don't even feel bad when I try and paint something that doesn't come out amazing. I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, what if? But everybody, I should be here tomorrow. We might have a guest. The Borns are coming on yet again. So I gotta make sure the stream is ready for that. Where we will talk about probably some Blood and Plunder stuff, probably talk about depth count, how they did, how their dioramas did. They did very good. Spoiler alert, they did very well. Successful stream. We named the sloop the HMS Boggle, Yahtzee, and Uno. Ugh, ugh. I should have been the Buttress of Windsor. We got this book. Buttress of Windsor. Chris, have you ever had two guys who were hot for your snatch on you? Oh, who's this? How's it going? Hi, Flo. Well, honey, thinking about a couple things to say to you. Out of the side hatch. I'm glad there's somebody else here who loves Tenacious D as much as I do. Do I got something in my tooth? Can you pull it out for me? That's fucking teamwork. Hey, what's your favorite dish? I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar. The 90 alt comedy scene pretty subjective. Bro, you ain't wrong about that. I love Stephen Lynch. Like, he's another great example of like a comedic musician. Although I think he went a little bit more legit musician on that last album. All right, we're gonna paint up their little faces, and then we're gonna be done. Your homework is to watch the Yacht Rock series on YouTube. 12 episodes total, won't take you more than a half hour. Yacht Rock. Okay. I'll pull it up. When you by series, what do you mean series? You might have to send me a link to it. Because Yacht Rock is a genre now, isn't it? Because they got so many legit musicians to help them. Every comedian dreams of being a musician, and every musician dreams of being a comedian. That is probably not far from the truth, quite honestly. Why don't we just get more, you know, like dynamic duos then? You know, it's strange. Like, why don't comedians and musicians like team up more often? Because they got so many legit musicians to help them, you know. Comedians generally can't play and the musicians aren't funny. Well, that's what I'm saying. Why don't they like work together? Pool their resources. If they can't make a whole Adam Sandler, well then by God they need to make one between the two of them. Is it the Ego? Yacht Rock Series playlist link in your Discord. Thank you. If these people want to make it, they got to work together, is all I'm saying. If you want to learn how to make it, you got to work together. How's that visor look? Looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. But noted, I will put that on my list of things to do. I guess it's the one great tragedies of life, Dr.D. You're probably not wrong, buddy. It's one of life's sick jokes. Guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me. This stream is coming to a close very soon. We got a lot done. We finished 2 models. And we worked on Vader. And tomorrow we're going to work on Papa Palpatine. And we'll probably finish a Blood and Plunder model tomorrow. Oh. But yeah, these guys are done. Actually, no, excuse me. Let me do a light reflection. So I will do the bases off stream and finish these guys for tomorrow. You may not even see them because I might just give them to Ernie. Actually, no, I guess I could probably give them to him on Tuesday. I'm not sure if he's going to think. Either way, whatever. You may or may not see these guys tomorrow. I might try and just give them to Ernie tomorrow, just to get them out of my house. But they look good. I think they came out okay. Again, I haven't been particularly like inspired by these things per se, but they've been fun. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. It's been a very fun stream. This was a little more quiet, a little quieter one, but that's okay. I like these every once in a while. Really helps us, like, you know, hone in on the painting part, and I can actually finish stuff. But guys, thank you very, very much for joining me. You know who I am. I'm Dr. D. You can find me on Professional Casual. If you want to help out the network, you can go to Patreon at professionalcasual.com, or excuse me, Patreon Professional Casual, and you can sign up at any of the tiers. They all the $5 ones give you access to everything, including all the podcasts, yada yada. It'll give you access to the Discord, and of course, if you do the specific tiers, you help out individual people in the network. I am Digital Nomads. If you like the stuff I make and you want to help me do more of it, just sign up at the Digital Nomad tier, and I really, really appreciate it if you even consider doing it. But guys, thank you very, very much for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow. Be painting Papa G. And then, you know, who knows what else we'll get up to. Who knows? We might paint some bozos tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? The sky is the limit. It's the limit, guys. The limit. All these Arasaka guys look exactly the same. It's very strange. Anyway, but guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys have a lovely night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And there's not enough people for me to say we should do a raid, so